Arsenal targets exceptional winger even better than Nico Williams for the next window, and more. Gunners could sign a midfielder combining the talent of Cesc Fàbregas and Ilkay Gündogan for just £12 million. All this and more you can check out now with the top Arsenal news directly from Emirates Stadium, so make sure to like the video and check your subscription so you don't miss any updates. And without further ado, let's get started. Arsenal have set their sights on Rafael Leão as a potential alternative to Nico Williams in the upcoming summer transfer window, Arsenal Insider has learned. The AC Milan star is having a stellar season, racking up 10 goals and 9 assists across all competitions, which has naturally caught the attention of some of Europe's biggest clubs, including Arsenal and Chelsea. Leão has been on the Gunners' radar for a while, and this summer could finally be the moment they make their move. With Mikel Arteta looking to add a world-class left winger to his squad, the Portuguese forward could be the perfect long-term solution. If Arsenal do go all in for Leão, they'll likely face stiff competition, but his explosive pace, dribbling ability, and goal-scoring threat make him an exciting option for the North London side. Arsenal are looking at Rafael Leão as Nico Williams' alternative. Gabriel Martinelli hasn't quite hit his best form this season, and with Leandro Trossard attracting serious interest from Saudi Arabia, Arsenal are actively searching for a new left-sided forward this summer. The club has been heavily linked with Nico Williams, but it's still unclear whether the Spanish international would be willing to leave Athletic Club for North London, not wanting to put all their eggs in one basket. Arsenal are also exploring alternative options, and one of the names at the top of the list is Rafael Leão. Speaking to Arsenal Insider, transfer expert Graham Bailey TBR Football confirmed that the AC Milan star is firmly on the radar of both Mikel Arteta and Andrea Berta. Leão is one of the options that Arsenal are looking at, Bailey revealed. This isn't a new link, he's been on their radar for a while. He's also considering his future, and Arsenal are well aware of the Situa transfer expert Graham Bailey further elaborated on Arsenal's approach, emphasizing the club's tactical niche. Chelsea are also keeping close tabs on him. With Arsenal and Chelsea both in the mix, this could turn into one of the summer's biggest transfer battles for a left-sided forward who can cut inside onto their stronger right foot, just as Bukayo Saka and Ethan Nwaneri do from the opposite flank. We know that Arsenal want that left-sider. In Arteta's system, it's typically a right-footer who inverts, Bailey told Arsenal Insider. Nico Williams is the player they'd love to sign in an ideal world, but they're not putting all their eggs in one basket. That's why they're looking at alternatives like Rafael Leão. While it's unclear whether Leão is Arsenal's first choice target, the club has been monitoring him for some time. If he becomes available, Arteta and Andrea Berta will certainly consider making a move for the AC Milan star. With Arsenal determined to strengthen their attack, and Chelsea also lurking in the background, this could be one of the most intriguing transfer sagas of the summer. Rafael Leão and Nico Williams' statistics compared. While Leão is 3 years older than Williams, there's a strong argument that he's the better option for Arsenal right now. Of course, price and wage demands will play a role in any decision, but if we look purely at the numbers, the Portuguese winger has been more productive this season. In Serie A, Leão has racked up more goal contributions than Williams has managed in La Liga. Beyond just raw stats, the underlying metrics also favor the Milan star. Leão boasts higher expected goals, XG, and expected assists, XA, per 90 minutes, making him a more consistent attacking threat. While Williams does complete more dribbles, he also attempts far more, which slightly skews the comparison. Ultimately, Arsenal's analytics team should be diving deep into these numbers and advising the decision makers accordingly. At this moment, Leão appears to be the more polished and impactful player, someone who could immediately elevate Arteta's attack. Arsenal can sign midfielder who's a mix of Cesc Fàbregas and Ilkay Gündogan for just £12 million. Arsenal are gearing up for a hectic summer transfer window, with plenty of moves expected both in and out of the club. Andrea Berta, the newly appointed sporting director, has a big job ahead. Strengthening the attack is the top priority, with a new striker and a wide player high on the agenda. However, midfield reinforcements will also be necessary, especially with the potential departures of Thomas Partey and Jorginho. Martin Zubimendi has been identified as a marquee target, but the Gunners are also exploring more cost-effective alternatives as they prepare for the upcoming transfer window. Arsenal iBargain moved to sign Piotr Zielinski. Arsenal are reportedly ready to make a serious move for Piotr Zielinski this summer, despite the midfielder only joining Inter Milan last year. The Polish international, who left Napoli after 8 seasons to sign with Inter on a free transfer, has struggled for regular game time, starting just 6 Serie A matches this season. Now, Inter Live claims that the Nerazzurri are prepared to let him go, with Arsenal betting hard on securing his signature. A potential offer in the region of £12 million is expected, which could be too good for Inter to refuse, considering they signed him for free. Zielinski is currently sidelined with an injury and isn't expected back until May, but with his contract running until 2028, Arsenal would still need to negotiate his exit from the San Siro. Zielinski has been linked with a move to the Premier League on many occasions in the past. Liverpool were widely reported to be keen to sign the Pole when Jurgen Klopp was at the helm, and the German apparently even flew him out on a private jet to hold talks with him. That's according to Zielinski himself, who also claimed that Klopp compared him to Premier League winners Cesc Fàbregas and Ilkay Gündogan. The midfielder told Foot Truck in October 2024, "Jurgen Klopp invited me to his house. Liverpool sent a private jet to pick me up. I was shocked because it was the first time I traveled on that means of transport. When we landed, we took the bus to go to Klopp's. It was a building. He had everything there. The conversation was great. Klopp told me that I am a mix between Fàbregas and Gündogan in his opinion. I didn't understand anything, but my agent spoke German and told me everything. When we were leaving, I managed to take a picture with Klopp." Unfortunately for Zielinski and Klopp, a move did not materialize. Unstoppable. Portugal's media cannot believe what Arsenal transfer target Victor Gyokeres did as sporting boss hints at exit. Portugal's media have given Gyokeres rave reviews in the past, and they were in awe of his sublime goal on Monday against Braga. With an imposing wall lined up in front of him, the 26-year-old audaciously kept his powerful strike on the ground, perfectly timing the effort so it crept underneath the wall and had enough power on it to beat the Braga goalkeeper. Awarding the striker the Man of the Match award and giving him a 7 out of 10, Abola wrote in their player ratings, "The Swedish Panzer came into the game with full force, and after just 3 minutes had an excellent move down the left, which ended with an unstoppable shot. The move would be disallowed for a 3-centimeter offside. May the Wenger law come quickly, but it set the tone for what followed. And what followed was a great one-on-one with Hornacek, who almost always got the better of him with some very difficult saves. He failed, however, by sending only 4 players into the wall, with the ball 23.6 meters away when 5 would have been needed. Gyokeres saw the space and scored a beautiful goal. In the second half, with the Lions increasingly withdrawn, the Swede was too often left to his own devices when he was already showing signs of exhaustion from the fight. Rui Borges hints at Victor Gyokeres' transfer, taking 5 shots and accumulating 0.81 expected goals. This was certainly a threatening performance from the Sporting number 9. Arsenal Insider revealed last week that Gyokeres isn't the first choice target, although Arsenal are said to be huge admirers of the lethal finisher. Speaking before the Braga game, Sporting manager Rui Borges hinted that Gyokeres will indeed be on the move this summer. "Victor is a player. I think there are no words. It is unlikely that another player of his quality will emerge in our league over the next few years," he said. "He is clearly above average. Sporting recognized his talent, and here we are. Fortunately, we have him at Sporting. We must make the most of the time we have with him, because he is truly exceptional. I have said this before, and I will continue to say it. He brings a lot to the team, and his teammates are aware of what he contributes, which is why they look for him during games. The collective effort also plays a role, as no one can succeed alone. Victor is a game changer, and he will continue to be, whether with us or elsewhere. His quality is undeniable. It is phenomenal. He is the best in the league, clearly. There are no adjectives to describe Victor. He is an extraordinary striker, very important to our team. He has helped the team to grow with confidence, quality of play. He passes it on to his teammates. He is a focused player who pays attention to details. He is competitive, never lets his guard down, and doesn't want to rest. Maybe today he could rest. It is a young team, and he as an athlete, player, and teammate instills confidence in his teammates with what he gives to the team. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.